everybody's talking about downtown and what's going to happen with the future of the architecture and I think it is kind of cool, however, whoever came up with that idea of the wedges all having a focal, you know, that everyone gets a little taste of downtown to have their say in what goes on. That was a genius. But I think what we're talking about with the library lot, if we kind of redirect things a little bit more towards that, like there's Grand Circus Park in Detroit. You know, that was Circus Meredith, or how do you say that?
Campus Martius.
You know, there's that pole they found when they were digging that up. That was the center of Detroit. And if we make the city park the center of Ann Arbor and all those wards, I mean, just do a little, wouldn't be gerrymandering, but just architecture, cool GPS-ing. That is our heart of our city, and then we have a central area to call our focal point. Right now, it's kind of like, well, we don't really have any green space downtown.
Obviously, I spent a lot of time talking to folks on the doorstep this summer, and I've still continued to knock doors. And you know, the things that come back up over and over again is we do a pretty rotten job of customer service. You know, the things that people talk to me the most about are, you know, we really struggle to do the basic things really well. You know, plowing our streets, making sure our houses don't flood, sweeping our streets, the real basics. And you know, we've tried to do some things like the A2 Click Fix app, and you know, the response to that is we now have the opportunity to participate and say, hey, there's a pothole here. But the response to a lot of it has been really lacking. And so, you know, people are really focused on, I want you to improve the things that impact my life on an everyday basis. You know, making sure that our trash gets picked up and that, you know, our services, that we're getting what we pay for. That's the number one thing I hear from people. The other thing that I hear from people most often is, you know, this is becoming increasingly unaffordable, and we're having greater and greater economic stratification within the city. The people that make this such an interesting place to live can't afford to live here anymore. And you know, that is what's going to change character, and people are really in tune with that and really concerned about that. So I hear a need to address that, to figure out a strategy for creating that housing moving forward, and people really want us to get to work on those things.
Okay.